Hey everyone, insight number 4 here. We're in Isaiah 61 for this one, verses 3 and 10. Now, this is going to probably freak some people out that I'm going to talk about this, but it's completely okay, so just calm yourselves. We're going to talk about garments, and it's okay to talk about them, okay? Just keep that in mind. Now, I was trying to look for a quote for this one, and there's a lot of negatory stuff online about garments. So if you're not aware of garments and you're like Googling to look at that and you see all of that, don't pay too much attention to it. That comes from people who've been really hurt or just don't understand. And that's okay. That's their journey and they're dealing, and if that's how they're feeling to deal with it, go for it. If you have any concerns about garments, talk to someone you trust and know. And honestly, talk to your bishop. Talk to the temple matron nearby you, or go and talk to people at distribution. They're very helpful, and just talk. And if you've got questions and you want to ask me, I don't mind either. I think it's better we talk about it than don't talk about it, because it's already online everywhere anyway. And yes, the markings on them are sacred. They're not secret. They're recorded in the scriptures, and I'm not talking about the markings. I'm just talking about what a blessing garments are, okay? So for anyone out there who's going to freak out, it's okay. All right? Okay, so 61 verses 3 and 10, which reads, this is talking about preaching the gospel in the last days and the blessings we get by attending the temple. And for those that don't attend the temple, there's still blessings, but there's better blessings if you attend the temple. Yeah. So 3. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, and he might be glorified. So that's specifically talking about the mission of Christ and how he comes and gives us when everything's burnt down and just ashes, he's going to give us beauty. He's going to raise up something beautiful. And we get oil of joy for our spirit of heaviness, that we can become trees of righteousness with good fruit. So that's a blessing. And then if we go over to 8, it talks about, I will make an everlasting covenant with them. Now we know that we make that everlasting covenant in the temple. And, while we could go into great detail here, I try to keep these under 10 minutes. So if you want to know more about that, go to the Gospel Topics essay, or again, talk to somebody like your bishop or your Relief Society president. If you're not sure what that is, go talk to them. Or message me. We'll talk about it. Anyway. 10 says, I will greatly rejoice in the Lord. My soul shall be joyful in my God, for he hath clothed me with the garments of salvation. He hath covered me with a robe of righteousness. As a bridegroom decketh himself with ornaments, and as a bride adorneth herself with jewels. Now, for those of you who don't know, garments are not dressing up like a bridegroom, and they're not putting on a whole lot of jewelry like a bride does. What that's indicative of is that when a bridegroom or a bride prepares for that marriage ceremony, they generally put on there's some pretty quick weddings in Vegas these days, I hear, but generally you're going to put on a dress that you carefully selected or had made for you. You're going to get your hair done. You're going to put nice jewelry on. You're going to try and appear to be the best you possibly can. Bridegrooms will have on a nice suit or something similar that's really comfortable for them and also looks really nice. Could also generally be what the bride told them they had to wear. Right? So anyway, but it's that blessing of having that beauty of clothing yourself with those things and to take them as a precious gift. So garments of salvation are a gift from the Lord. They're a reminder of daily deliverance. So we're going to look at some of the things around garments that people just sort of don't quite get. So the Lord brings beauty into our lives, oil of joy, and a garment of praise for our mortal heaviness. To those that enter into the everlasting covenant in the temple, we are clothed with the garment of salvation. They are gifts from the Lord and precious. Providing daily reminder and daily deliverance, they remind us of the blessings and privileges we can claim from Christ. Now, they're not magic, and they're not protection. And people I hear you crying out there are like, oh my gosh, but they are protection. Bear with. They're not protection. If I'm wearing my garments, can I still get shot and killed? Yes, I can. Can I still be in a car accident and injure myself? Yes, I can. They're not protection. However, they remind us of the covenants we made with Christ and refocus us daily. Like it's like that fasting we were talking about, that putting on of the garments in the morning when we get dressed, or at night when you're having a shower, whenever you change yours. Sometimes you change them twice a day in summer because it's hot, whatever works for you. But having that against our skin reminds us of those covenants that we made with Christ. And that is our protection, not the garment itself. It's the reminder of it, of what we've covenanted with Christ. That is our protection. Can we still get shot and killed? Yes, we can. Can we still be in a car accident and get injured? Yes, we can. Can I trip over outside and still get injured? Yes, I can. And I probably will sometime sooner or later. Or walk into a doorway or something and still get injured. They're not magic and they're not protection. But they do focus us on Christ. They're a beautiful gift from Him. Now, as for wearing them, that is your choice in how you choose to bring that into your life. For some people, they have issues with the fabrics. Some people just don't feel comfortable in them. And it's like, whatever's going to work for you. I am not judging you, and I don't want you to judge me. Right now, I can only wear the top. I can't wear the bottom because it's coming out of winter, and my psoriasis is really bad, and it just irritates it more. So I'm sensible with that. But I look forward to being able to put that back on again. And that day will come. But, we've got to also look after ourselves. But there's like you don't wear them when you're playing or going swimming, for example, or playing a heavy, sweaty sport, because it's not necessary. But then, it's not that hard these days to wear clothing that covers them adequately, and you can still be quite modest. So there's a lot of issues around that, and so quite a heated topic right now, which is why I broach it carefully, that how someone else is wearing garments is actually none of your business. How somebody else wants to show their body, not your business. And you've got to remember that. Of course, if it's a really good friend or a close family member, you can just say to them, how's it all going? What's happening? If you feel comfortable or prompted to do that. But honestly, it really is just between that person, their bishop, and Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ. You don't need to get involved. If they ask you a question about it, sure, give your opinion. But it is quite, as I said right now, it is quite a controversial topic for a lot of people, unfortunately. But, there are a variety of fabrics and styles and sizes available. Really, it's not too bad. Yeah, they could be made a bit better. Yes, they could be more available because there's a worldwide shortage right now. So some of us aren't wearing them because we literally can't get any. But that's another good reason to prepare. But as long as your heart's in the right place, I'm sure the Lord understands what's going on with you right now. Elder Uchtdorf said, our daily walk with Christ provides peace and purpose in this life. And wearing garments every day is that reminder of peace and purpose in your life. So if you don't have them, maybe you've seen someone that's got them and you know what they look like. Again, don't pay too much attention to the angry stuff online. I feel sad for those people because they've been really hurt and they've gone through a bad experience. And that's sad. It's sad that was pushed on them. So I just don't go there. But, if you have questions or concerns about this, I do encourage you to start with your Relief Society president if you're a woman and you want to talk it, because going to your bishop sometimes with women issues can be a bit tricky. Go to your stake Relief Society president, go to the temple matron or someone on the temple presidency, or talk to the sisters at distribution. I'm sure they'll help you. If you're a guy, go to your bishop, talk to your stake president. Again, people at distribution, very helpful. But that's what they are. They're a gift. And they daily center us and then provide that peace and purpose in life. They remind us of the why. And again, what is the why? Jesus. Absolutely. All right. That's that topic. Hang around. We'll finish off over in chapter 63. I'll see you there.